Oh, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Dime here with some brand new Black Ops Cold War Zombies info, update on perks upgrade and skills. So let's get into it. We will be getting on launch day 6 zombie perks on launch. These are Juggernaut, Quick Revive, Speed Cola, Stamina, Deadshot Daiquiri, and Elemental Pop. Let's go through these one by one. I'm pretty sure there's 3 of them that we already know that what they do. Increase maximum health by 50, which is Juggernaut. Speed Cola, increase reload time by 15%, which I think that's still the same as Black Ops 3 and 2. I can't remember. Please let me know if that's not. Stamina, increases run and sprint speed. Quick Revive, reduces the time it regens to full health. I think that's a pretty good one. So that would be a perk I'll be definitely rocking. We can have 6 now, so why not? And it reduces time to revive an ally. I think that was just reduces time it takes to revive an ally was the only thing Quick Revive did, and it revived yourself. But now I think they've introduced the regen health, which makes you question: do you want to have one hit and it takes longer to regen, or would you want to quick revive and you get your health quicker? Deadshot Daiquiri, obviously aim down sights, moves to enemies, critical location, removed, scope away. Back and say escape, but that looks like an O to me. Scope away. Scope sway. Yeah, scope sway, sorry. So that's pretty good one. Deadshot Daiquiri is going to be a big one, so if there's, say like the Dracon, imagine if there was a gun like the Dracon, then for snipers and that lot, you ain't got no sway. That is probably going to be a big one. Hoping there's a sniper that's not a bolt action and it's a semi, that would be pretty cool. Elemental Pop, every bullet has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. So this could mean quite a lot. See, on here we've got 5, looks like 5 characters. This could be 5 things you could use. So going off this one, the random base ammo mod effect, this could be like so we've got one. This new perk is all about ammo mods. With every shot fired while Elemental Pop is active, you'll have a slight chance of a random base ammo mod to take effect against your target. An incredibly used tool for when your back's up against the wall. So could this mean, say, your the way of dead wire turned, something like that, fireworks? Could this be? They probably won't go that way. They'll probably do it where your either bullet is stronger, so it's, say you do incendiary ammo, or say your bullets do twice as much damage or stuff like that. So could we see not dead wire returning? We don't know. I don't think we don't know much about the Pack-a-Punch system just yet, but could we see this new Elemental Pop being something that's a crutch perk? Could it be if you're in a sticky situation, backed in the corner, you get like say turn? Is this what it's meaning? But we'll have to see on that one. Is it says it has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod. So could we be seeing when we go into, before we go into a game, we can choose what mod effect we have on our gun standard, then it changes. There's a small chance to apply a random base. So is this where we say we get to level 5th round 20 or 30 and it changes to like, we could end up seeing a different one due to situations playing out? We don't know. So let's move down to the tiers. So to upgrade your perks, we need raw Ethereum crystals. That's a big one because no one knows what that is yet. by reaching milestones rounds within game. So this could mean you say you reach round 50, you get some crystals. So you like your challenges you have like on Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4, get like 50 kills with a pack-a-punch gun. Pack-a-punch 10 guns, you get like 10 ethereal crystals, say, or 5. But also it says through successful exfiltration. I fucked that up completely. So basically extract. Easier word to say. Sorry about pronunciation. But this one, say the higher the round you leave on, the more crystals you're gonna gain. So say if you get to like round 100, by then you expect it all to be turned up anyway. But then when you go to exfil, say like it turns up even faster. Say you're on around 100, it goes every 10 rounds or every 5 rounds. So if you go every 10 rounds, you get 10 crystals. So when you hit 15, you'll go to 5 crystals. 20, you'll go to 20 crystals. So say if you're on 100, you'll get like 100 crystals. This could be what we could see implemented due to round progression. So say if you get to like round 90, you come out with 90 crystals. You exfil, so that's what we could see with these Ethereum crystals. I like what they did there. Ether. I like what they did with that. You'll be able to upgrade skills related to field upgrades, ammo mods, and weapon classes to help you stay alive even longer as you collect and invest more ethereal crystals. Over time, you will use the crystals to improve the tool in your arsenal, improving their damage and utility to help you reach higher rounds. So this means that now we've got these crystals are going to be the main source. So where we had like trying to think, to say on what multiplayer you use that gun and you progress through that gun, and whereas this, instead of going that way, you obviously unlock all your guns through rank and stuff, but to upgrade like your skills, your field upgrades, your ammo mods, weapon classes, to get more powerful, you will need to constantly play to get these crystals to unlock bigger and better stuff in your arsenal. So that's what it seems. So these Ethereum crystals, looks like these are going to be the main focus on what to get. So you're not going into a game just randomly running around, just in and out. You can like, right, I want to go and try and get these crystals, and I'm going to play. So it might matter if you die. If you die, you probably get half the crystals you were supposed to get. If you exfil, then you get all of it. But these crystals look like these are the main focus point and why we're going into zombies to upgrade. If you guys say people don't do the Easter eggs or want a high round to get these Ethereum crystals, rank say your ammo mod all the way up, or in weapon classes, I'm pretty sure weapon classes is going to be based on varieties. So say if you have 100 crystals, it'll boost it up to say common, it'll go from common to then like rare, epic, legendary, stuff like that. So you can see us boosting up using these Ethereum crystals, which I quite like. For an example, we got upgraded the elemental pop perk. So tier 3 will grant you the following effects. So tier 1, equipment damage also has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. So this ammo mod will be probably from zombie drops. So we don't know if max ammo is going to be a thing. We don't know if that's all coming back due to Dark Ether coming out. So we could see that get implemented into the next one. But for the meantime, what we could see is these ammo mod bases. You kill a zombie, you get like say incendiary ammo. You get like better little ammos, or it uses it for a little bit. I'm pretty sure if people don't buy elemental pot, then it's going to be max ammo is more likely in it. So probably I'll take that back. With max ammo is probably going to be there, but these equipment and small chances of applying a random base ammo. So this could just drop randomly. You run over and it, say you either pick square up on it or you run across it and it just automatically attaches itself. So tier 2 reduces ammo mod cooldowns by 20%. So this is probably going to say we're going to have like, say 5, like we see on the pop perk, 5 characters. So we're probably going to get 5 ammo mods. When you use one, you've got to wait 20, well, I presume you got to wait 100% when you're normal tier. But when you're in tier 2, you have to wait by 20%, say 80%, to when that ammo you can use again or use a different one. Tier 3, when a random ammo mod is applied, it uses your current skill tier instead of the base. So will this, this could mean various things. Could this mean like skill tier? I don't think we know too much on about skill tier. Let me just go up and have a look. But I presume the skill tier could be oh, every perk can permanently upgrade. Okay, so this looks like then when a random mod is applied, you use your current skill tier instead of the base. So this could this be shot in the dark? But if you're tier 3 on this one, elemental pop, could this upgrade the whole of it? Or I presume it says it reduces all of these and does a little bit more. So obviously we got 6 perks on launch. They also said, oh don't worry, we will be introducing more perks throughout our post-launch seasons. No guesses. So that could mean a couple of things. As the ether got destroyed, the Dark Ethers come out. Could we see Widow's Wire make a return? We could also see some other perks that could make a return. PhD slider could be a thing. Double tap, which is the biggest one, but then if you have elemental pop, is there a need for double tap? Is elemental pop going to be the dead double tap upgrade? We don't know. I hope it is. Obviously, from the sounds of it, we're going to have 5 effects on our guns to choose from, which I think is a lot better. Obviously, if you're trapped in a corner, you pull out a dead wire or whatever, and we could do that. Weapon rarities. Perks are essential, but let's be honest, survival in zombies is all about weapons. Okay. So obviously, these are the rarities what we will be having, from common, loadout, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. So I presume legendary is going to be the gold guns, which is your wonder weapons. Could we see a ray gun be a legendary or an epic? I'm not too sure. Or do we have to have crystals to upgrade these like wonder weapons to progress further and deal more damage? So obviously it's a 5 tier, so you start with your common standard loadout, and I presume you upgrade with using these ethereal crystals to upgrade it to an uncommon. So you could see 50 crystals upgrades it to an uncommon, 150 reduces it to rare, say 200 or 350 to epic, and then say 600 to 500 is legendary. Probably going to be a lot more because it's not really hard to get to, but it makes you play it more. Each tier increases damage by those weapons. Also will It will determine how many randomized attachments will come along for the fight. So could we see the common 3 on here? The 4. I presume this common loadout's just going to be your, let's say your average one. You get a 1 perk, so that could, your common loadout's probably, I'd say 2 to then 3 for uncommon, 4, 5, and then for legendary it would be 6 attachments. That sounds a little bit more. So your common, you can only attach 2 per gun, but if you upgrade that gun you get 3. Upgrade it again you get 4. So there'll be a lot of progression in this zombies, through weapon varieties to upgrading tiers, stuff like that. Each tier, let's go down to here for example, an uncommon will feature around 50% of damage boost over its loadout version. Okay. Comes with just 2 attachments. Okay, so obviously we see here, just basically said it. We're gonna have some scenes of it. One attachment then. So when we over its loadout version and comes with 2 attachments, so that's probably going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which seems fair enough. You don't want to start the game with like everything on it, do you? You'll have to progress through that. But when the legendary version kicks that up roughly 300%, so that's 300% more damage than it would do to a common, and it comes to a stack with 8, so they're doubling it then. So I presume legendary is the one that like you're gonna have to get the most crystals for. You've got you probably say you've got your box set standard 1, then that boosts up to 2. I presume that's going to boost up to 4 and then 6. That'll have probably 8 then. But how does this affect warbinds and the mysteries? Doesn't this new system make those less affecting? So what we'll see in the mystery box, will be given players more of the option in any given game. Buying a weapon off the wall is now different. Every random attachment thrown into a mix, and the mystery box actually increases its odds of rolling a high rarity weapon as the rounds get higher. So say if you're on round 30, you've got more chance of getting that wonder weapon or a god gun, or say if you've upgraded say say the AK-47 to legendary, you'll be high chances if you've not got any of them, you'll get one or the other. So more likely getting these wonder weapons at round 1 is not going to be happening, so it's going to mean you probably go through it. It creates a new strategy. Okay, that's a very good question. You hit the jackpot on your first spin. So previously around strong weapons and mystery box have very little motivation to return. Now, even if you roll a weapon that you're happy with in game, you can return 10 rounds later and try and roll the legendary version. Oh, so the high, so say I'm presuming the higher you get, the more spinning you can do. So that means more point spending, which I think is quite cool. So obviously we've got the custom loadouts and stuff, which we all seem to know about. The first chance to fully deliver, because I only see that, and that's 1 attachment on his gun. That could be the stock, but I see only 1 attachment. There's no laser sight. So this could be the standard box loadout. You walk in with 1 attachment. Well, you'll start off with no attachments if you're only playing zombies, and vice versa. So first and foremost, empowering players to bring all unlocked weapons and cosmetics into zombies to take action up a notch. To get everyone into higher rounds faster, this gives players more freedom to play their way, especially for those who want to get better feel on how much fun zombies can be after the first few rounds. So it's not like it takes ages, you can fucking go through. So there must be a way you can go through all this. So let's just skip this bit because it's talking about the M1911. Excuse me, guys. So you can only bring a single weapon, which is a big one I wanted to talk about, and a field upgrade. With your zombie loadout. So you'll only have one gun. So say if you get the shotgun, and you're only allowed one field upgrade, that could, which we will be getting onto, will have its attachments and cosmetics, and it will lowest variety available. So you're basically, it'll start off as a common, like I was saying, but you will need to hit the box to get that gun even better. So I presume it's going to keep all your stuff, but you're going to need to hit that box to get better stuff. So you can keep your customized loadout into a higher rounds if that's more of your style. So that does seem like it, unless his Pack-a-Punch is not. Pack-a-Punch, it just upgrades the rarity of the gun, and obviously the box does that, but we don't know on the regarding Pack-a-Punch, is it the same, is it not? So field upgrades, let's get into this. So we finally found out what the field upgrades are. We've got Frost Blast, Healing Aura, Energy Mine, Ring of Fire, and Ether Shroud. Same thing. So Frost Blast, it creates a frigid blast of wind that deals frost damage and slows enemies caught inside it. Oh, not with it today, boys. Slowed enemies take additional damage. So this could be a big one. So if you're running in a tight place, you need a lot of room, you could use it, slows zombies down, and you can hop past them or just run the opposite way and get a bit of breathing room. That sounds a pretty good one. Healing Aura summons beams of energy down on your allies to instantly heal to full health. So this is going to be a clutch one if you're, say you're bringing a 4-stack, you go into it, you've got healing, one player's got Healing Aura, the best player's got Healing Aura, technically. So if the people ain't so good, so if you've got an experienced zombie player against someone that's not so good, you bring Healing Aura, so you could just instantly heal to full health. I think this might not go the way of reviving, so if you need health, so is this hit damage going to be a thing where it stays like it, or if you get your one hit, you can instantly use this to gain yourself back up and your team. But we'll move on to Energy Mine. Create a mine of pure energy that detonates on proximity of enemies dealing explosive damage. So what you could do, if you're sitting in a corner camping, doing the old strategy, you didn't know much about training, you can use this Energy Mine. You sit it in front of, say, like a door that you need to cover, or they're all coming out of one door, say. You put this Energy Mine there, you can move back, and then as soon as these zombies get onto proximity, they will get it will deal explosive damage. That's what it sounds like. For big training, you run out of ammo as well. These could come into big. So I presume you're going to start with 3. But we'll move on to Ring of Fire before we go on to that. Create a ring of ethereal fire that boosts damage for you and allies. Normal enemies who enter gain a burning effect that deals fire damage, lasts 15 seconds. This is a big one. I think this is probably going to be the biggest. due to that ethereal fire that boosts damage. Basically, fire burn. It lasts for 15 seconds. We don't know the charging on it yet, but if it's a field upgrade, I presume that it takes probably like 3-4 rounds to get back. And if you're trapped in a corner, burning effect deals fire damage and it lasts for 15 seconds. That's pretty. So the Ring of Fire is probably going to be locked already when we play this, but that'll be probably one of my first go-to. Ring of Fire, see what it's like, because your bullets, I presume, boosts your damage for you and your allies. So the whole team gets this. So you can imagine if 4 of you, the whole team were rocking Ring of Fire. You can imagine it, sticky situation. Say the hazmat guy drops. There's 2 of them, say, and you're gonna get imploded left, right, and centre. You've not got your right weapons. You pop this Ring of Fire and bang, you go for him. You know what I mean? Ethereal. Oh God, Ethereal. I'm saying it again. Ether Shroud. Fades into dark ether for 5 seconds, becoming hidden from enemy detection. So when this one come up, when I read this earlier, this reminded me of something. We saw a clip of this gun, like a dark, like glowy ethereal light of energy around him. It's not on here, I think. No, it's not on it. But he was in like a way that zombies didn't see him. So this is what this ether shroud means. So that's probably a good one. This is like zombie blood basically. The zombies just can't see you, but it's for 5 seconds. So if you're trapped in a corner, training this could work, but will it like be the best for training? I don't know. So obviously the designer field grades take inspiration from several action-based abilities. These are basically coming from your gobblegums and elixirs, even more non-passive perks. Each one is balanced and appropriately number of zombie kills required to charge. So say if you get this one might take say 200 zombies, or well, say 50 zombies to recharge it, whereas the Ring of Fire might take 200 zombies to charge it when one choose, because it's so powerful. Healing Aura might take 100 if you get in the base of the game of it. So obviously Healing Aura has the upgrade to revive players in the map remotely. So could this be you run past him, you press L2 or L1, whatever your buttons are, and it shoots it and it just pings them back up, and but requires double the kills. So Healing Aura is going to be like no end of kills. When you load into a match, you aren't going to have what you want. These field upgrades unlock in your custom loadout, ready to charge up coordinates. So you start with nothing, then you build them up with more kills. Team for the match, you can consider a good balance of offensive, defensive, support, and field upgrades. So these are quite good. It seems like they're taking the take off certain zombies with like defense and stronghold. That seems to be like a thing with like energy mine, but then obviously it's not. So it seems like they've just added a different take on it all. So replacing the crafted shield, big one here. Zombies experience. Armor provides a 360-degree layer of protection. Holy shit. So we could be seeing a fucking shielded mofo. Armor can be found as rare drops from enemies or purchase using salvage. So this is a big one. First heard about salvage now. So these rare drops obviously come from zombies. I've already covered that in one video that seems to, when I did a zombies, it seems like the drops coming from the zombies. I covered that when we went through Is Weaver a Zombie, that video. I will drop the link down in that description so you can see that. Obviously, when worn, it will mitigate a portion of incoming damage. Every hit will still deal damage, but its durability is limited. Okay, although armor is partially repaired by picking up occasional armored shards dropped from certain enemies. That's a big one. Could these be the bosses? It's a finite resource, and you'll find yourself vulnerable against once you run out of salvage to repair it. You can also repair armor by picking up carpenter power-ups. So carpenter's back. See, it ultimately, as soon as you get carpenter, it replaces your thinger. Armor could also be upgraded to do 2 additional levels, increasing damage, mitigation, durability. You're going to need it as rounds progress, because zombies can grow even stronger every round. Now this one. So zombies grow stronger every round. So the higher the rounds, the stronger the zombies. So say you're around 100, they're going to be maxed out to the brim. You know what I mean? So these could be making a lot more higher rounds come from. Remember, even when paired with an upgrade Juggernog perk, no amount of armor can save you if you find yourself overrun. So it doesn't matter if you have Juggernog to max 3, tier 3, and then armor as full as you can get. Because these zombies, the higher the other round you are, the stronger the hit. So you can think one hit, that armor could be 50. And it increases the challenge. Support score streaks now. Couple of questions. We've got the self-revive coming, which is going to be probably a big one for obviously your say your solos, high run stuff, you self-revive, quickly pick yourself back up. Chopper Gunner, which obviously we've seen in the cutscene, so we could use Chopper Gunner and just to help out a little bit. I don't know how that's going to play out, because if you're using that solo, one the zombies overrun you. War Machine, obviously we've seen what that is. Sentry Gun, we've seen what it's like underneath shooting all them zombies. So it's called camping strategy, or you run the zombies down and it blows through. A combat bow, we don't know what a combat bow is yet, but this could be like, say, your bow and arrow from an upgrade. Imagine an upgraded bow and arrow from the Rising Dragon. That could be what it is, like a proper combat bow, which deals like a hell of a lot of damage, which people could be running is like a annihilator, if you remember, or the not the Galvanucles, is it Galvastrike? I can't remember. I've gone blank, just read so much. But I like how this one plays out if you're on your own, because yeah. Keep an eye on these, pop out the mystery box. So these can actually pop out the mystery box then. And those curious on how Cordon and Chopper Gunner works without being instantly ripped to shreds by zombies, while you're controlling it, any support that takes perspective away from your character. This will tempt you. Okay, so that's just basically told me what I wanted to know. So Chopper Gunner, if you're on Chopper Gunner, then the zombies ignore you. Seems a bit stupid in my eyes, if that is the case, because you think, well, you're still there, you're on that gun, because your character just switches to the Chopper Gunner. So that would be something that could be exploited a little bit. This ensures that parties one can make sure support in solo games as well. Okay, so that's probably just solo that happens. So you panic in a corner, you pull out the Chopper Gunner, you're not going to go down. Loot and crafting is obviously zombies have small chance of dropping resources, including salvage, armor, and lethal tactical equipment. So if you run out of bloody grenades or something, you could just pick some up. Salvage is going to be the thing that you can create with armor, and I presume you're going to be creating with lethals as well. As you unlock equipment and score streaks through the standard player progression, the content will become more available. Crafting in game and can be crafted using resource rarity. Okay, whereas these cymbal monkeys is rare drop. So these monkeys are going to obviously be the rare straight away. You get them, you're laughing because rare is quite hard. I presume the higher rounds it doesn't deal more damage, it just distracts some of the zombies. Okay, so optional exfil. Why die if you have to? With a new option, exfil, extra rewards, but it won't be easy. So obviously, starting around 10, every 5 rounds after you will have an opinion. Oh my God! Wake up! Option to use a radio in the start of the area of the map to call exfil. In co-op game, the majority of players must vote to initiate act. That's going to be so annoying if you're playing with 4 randoms, because these people are going to just call it, and then there'll be that one little troll or one big troll that sits there and is like, I ain't calling it. Then you won't, unless it's like the majority 2/3 votes. So once triggered the normal round will end, you'll be given a new objective to reach exfil site within a specific time limit. At this point, zombies will begin to flood the area in a last ditch effort to stop your squad in its tracks. Once you reach the site, a helicopter will fly and hover above the zone is clear. Before it lands, if you manage to take it onto the chopper, you will scrape some bonus XP and the chance to earn raw Ethereum. No, I'm saying what I would have been saying. Ethereum crystals. Risk versus reward. Okay. So that's obviously a big one. So if this could basically spawn anywhere in the map that's above the map. I presume calling a chopper gunner when you're that solo is probably going to be a really big clutch. So if you're wanting to escape all the time, I presume you're going to bring that chopper gunner or a sentry turret just to help you out a little bit more on that. But obviously, that's what that means. The first time we bring in location ping, so obviously we see something, we could just ping it, pressing left on the D-pad or Z control for PC. Whether you're making it to the next door, you need a friend to open it. Pointing out the pack-a-punch to a first timer or pinging the last location in the mystery box for your squad. We think this feature will bring huge quality of life improvements. So that means no more running around the map. Where's the box? Where's the box? Oh, it's here, but people don't know where it is because they're new. You can ping it and you run to it. That's pretty cool. I must admit, what I'm more excited for will probably be doing all these rarities to then the tiers, and hopefully I have heard that there's only going to be one D machine. It's going to be D Machine on launch, but we could see another one drop in a couple of days after. We don't know how this is going to work. Hopefully they constantly update the bloody game to bring new zombies map, more story, or vice versa. So I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. Let me know in the comments if you stayed it this long. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Adios.